Let's talk about something that may come up pretty often in life, quite frankly, especially if you are working on achieving something in particular. This was something that I actually learned from my uncle a long time ago. I was not that long ago, it was like maybe 5 years ago. And it shows up quite often. The concept is the sunk cost fallacy. And I remember hearing him talk about that, and I had no idea what it was. But essentially, as human beings, we get invested in things that we're doing. And as we get invested in the things that we are working on, sometimes those things don't work out. And when those things don't work out, we very often are likely to continue to do those things even though they aren't working. And that can be detrimental to yourself and potentially to others as well, because sometimes you're better off just kind of letting it go. And the problem is that, once again, you've put so much effort into something, you're so far along. This happens in relationships all the time, right? Where you're like, I've invested so much time into this person and into this relationship. And even though you know it's not working or that it's not going to work out, you still kind of just drag yourself along with the flow of what is occurring. And, there's the sunk cost fallacy, but then there's also people that can guilt trip you into making you feel like you are supposed to continue doing something just because, effort was put into it or whatever. And in those situations, you just have to be very clear that this is something that is happening, and just know, right, that this is a reality of life, the sunk cost fallacy. Make sure that you aren't playing into it, because if you do, you might find yourself further investing in things that just simply are not going to yield any return. So, very quick lesson, nothing really there. If you haven't heard of it, look it up and make sure you avoid investing more into things that aren't working just because you've already invested in it. In the market, it's a terrible idea. Like, you put money into a loser and it keeps going down, and you keep putting money into it and it keeps going down, and then you keep putting money into it, and then the next thing you know, you would have been much better off just holding on to your cash. Peace.